Lighting's good.
Facebook and YouTube is live.
What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? How's the lighting?
Looks good.
Nice.
Looks really good. And Instagram is live.
Give everybody a second to hop on. Always a little delay for the messages you get. What's up, everybody? I don't have a screen. I can't see what's going on, but James, fill me in with the comments. All right. James, you ready?
Yeah, we're live.
Let's go.
Joining in.
All right, so there's 12 questions that we're going to go over today that's going to help you transform your business and yourself as a leader. First and foremost, let's get into it. The first question is, what's your ultimate goal for yourself as a salon owner? If you're an owner, and if you're a stylist or you rent a suite, just change the question around. But you need to have an idea what your ultimate goal is. Like, what's your purpose? For a couple different reasons, but most importantly, your actions have to align with achieving that goal. And if you find yourself getting lost, you find yourself discouraged, or find yourself just not like hitting the targets that you're aiming for, you have to ask yourself, what's the main goal? And are those targets going to help you get there? So the big goal is great. Like, you want to have a huge, massive, big, hairy, audacious goal, right? It's called a BHAG from one of Jim Collins' books. But you chunk that down into small, bite-sized goals that every single day you become 1% better, 1% closer to that goal. And it's very digestible. It's very achievable. And you stack up these little wins, and then you start realizing, wow, I can do this. You get belief in yourself. The belief in yourself is what's important. You have to set the goals, but you have to believe you can achieve them. And sometimes you set these big goals, it's out of range for you, and you get discouraged, you don't achieve it. So the most important thing is setting the goal, identifying what that is, get clarity on the ultimate goal, and then get clarity on what's the next steps you have to take to get there. Number two, if you could remove one obstacle that's been holding your business back or holding you back right now, what would it be? Think to yourself, is it a habit that you have? Is it a person you're hanging out with? Is it something that's just disrupting your life? It could be a relationship. Think about what's causing friction and stopping you from achieving that ultimate goal. Like, take a notebook and a pen out and then create a column, and a column, two columns actually. On the left, things that are taking you away from your goals. On the right, things that are bringing you towards your goals. And create a list of all the actions and habits and people you hang out with, and list out everything that's taking you further from your goal, and then things that you're doing that are bringing you closer towards your goal. And out of that list of actions and habits that are bringing you away from your goal, what's the biggest obstacle? What's the one thing that if you remove from your life would help you get 80% closer to achieving that big goal? That's what I want you to identify. Number three, what would you do differently if you had no fear and were guaranteed success? A lot of times we don't take the next step to get closer to that goal or really expand our business to where we want to bring it because we're afraid of something. Sometimes being afraid of something means maybe letting go of that person who's not really aligned with your team culture. Maybe you're afraid of failure. Maybe you're afraid of success. Like, what would you do differently if there was no fear and you were guaranteed success? Ask yourself that question, sit on it for a minute, and really go deep into that question. A year from now, what's the amazing result you'll be most proud of in your salon? Like, project a year from now and think of the perfect salon, the team you have, the way the flow from the front desk is to the checkout, how your assistants are building up, your social media. Like, think of that. Like, really put yourself in there and visualize it, see it, feel it. And what's the one thing, whether it be your social media presence, whether it be the revenue you're bringing in, whether it be the team that you have, the leader you are, what's the one thing that you're most proud of? That would help give you some clarity. Like, if you want to create an amazing team, which you guys always hear me talk about, you build the team and the team builds the business. Is it your leadership? To me, the most important thing is for me to show up for my team and to be the best leader. And I try and do that every single day. And every day I'm trying to get better and better and better and better. And so by me being the leader that inspires and influences them to be the best version of themselves, That's what I'm most proud of. But for you, what are you most proud of? What kind of salon do you want to have? What's the community saying about you? That's really get deep into that and really think about that question. Now, number five, what needs to be true about you as a salon owner and your business to turn this 1 year goal into a 3 year goal? I'm sorry, into a 3 month goal. So, what needs to be true about you as a salon owner and your business to turn the 1 year goal into a 3 month goal? So, a lot of times we put this timeline on goals 1 year, 3 year, 5 years. And in reality, it could be achieved in 3 months if you really buckle down and really just eliminate all the bullshit that you're doing, all the the mundane, no need to do work. What are you doing on a day-to-day on a day-to-day basis that just isn't bringing you towards your goal, or you're just occupying yourself with things that don't really help you get closer to that goal? Now, a lot of times that 1 year goal could be achieved in 3 months, but maybe it's not three, maybe it's five. It's still less than half the time it took to get there. So a lot of times you look at these 1 year goals, 3 year goals, and what needs to be true to make that happen in 3 months. Now, who do you need to bring into your life in order to make that happen? That's another question. So if you can't physically do it, who can you get around that can help you make that achievable in 3 months? What tasks are you spending time on that don't directly contribute to your salon success? And could you delegate them or could you delete them? So, question number six. A lot of times as salon owners, we're in the mindset of no one could do it better than us. Well, 80% done by somebody else is 100% awesome. Shout out to Dan Martell for that one. And it's true. Like, no one's going to do it 100% like you. Here's the best part: they actually might do it better than you. When you start taking a look at all your action to do on a day-to-day business, and as an owner, there's many things that we do. There's three things that I like to put my actions in, like three buckets I like to put them in. The first bucket is things that irritate me. The second bucket is things I'm okay with. And the third bucket is things I'm excited to do. And when my first bucket of things that irritate me it gets too big, too much, I have to delete them or delegate them. And so what are the things that you're doing that just don't excite you? Like, you want to live in the excitement bucket. And if you're doing everything as an owner, it's time to delegate. You can't grow that way, first off. Like, you're never going to be able to grow your salon if you're doing everything. So get systems in place, define what your definition of done is for that task, and delegate it. I promise you, there's no better feeling than having someone on your team that you delegated a task to, and they do it and they deliver, and you take a look at the result, because you always want to inspect what you expect. You take a look at the result and you're like, holy shit, like, they did it better than me. They came up with a new system, a new process. So there's going to be two things that are causing your business to not function properly, and it's either a people problem or a process problem. And right now, if you're the only person doing all the processes, there's a major problem because you can't sell your salon because you're not going to come along with it. So fix that. Number seven, we kind of chatted about this one already, but who's missing from your team that would help you grow? Or who might not be a good fit and could be slowing down your progress? So it's always who, not how. Who's on your team right now that could be slowing you down? They just might be negative. They may not be adding any value anymore. It could have been a manager that you hired and there was some kind of miscommunication between what their skill set was and what it really is. And who is missing from your team that could fulfill a lot of these hats that you're wearing that you could delegate the marketing to. You could delegate some of these mundane tasks, the inventory, even payroll. There's a lot of things that you do as an owner that you don't even realize that you're doing on a day-to-day basis that eat up a lot of your time. You have to become aware of what those are and delegate them. So who can you pass them off to? All right. What are the three things, whether it's tasks, habits, or routines, that you need to stop doing right away to boost growth and efficiency in your salon? This is kind of piggybacking off the other questions that we have, but what are three things now? Like, you had a chance to think about it in the previous questions. You have a habit, you have a routine, you have tasks that you do, but there's also routines in your salon. What do you need to stop doing right away? And like I said, it could be drinking, it could be a morning routine, it could be a habit. There could be something in there. out of those three that if you immediately stop doing would completely change your business? Number 9, imagine you're giving advice to another salon owner in the exact same situation. What would you tell them? You know deep down every intricate detail of your salon, every skeleton in the closet, everything you don't tell everyone. Like there's details of your salon that you're embarrassed to tell people. Knowing that, like knowing all the details, things you're embarrassed to tell people, things you're proud of, things you're not proud of. What kind of advice would you give to another salon owner in the exact same position that you're in right now? Think about that's a really good question to think about because it's always like you give the best advice to your friends. I always go back to relationships because like you have like that one friend who's going through a breakup and they're in a bad relationship and you can see everything from the outside, but that person can't see it, right? They're stuck in it. And they should break up with that guy or they should break up with that girl. And you give them the best relationship advice. And that relationship advice, when you're in that situation, you don't take it yourself. So everyone's been in a position before where they should stop speaking to somebody or go through that breakup or fire that person on your team. But you're so emotionally connected that you can't step out of it far enough to make the proper decision. So you know all the details of your business. What advice would you give your best friend or someone you love in the same situation? That question alone pretty much solves a lot of your problems. Number 10, how are you currently keeping track of your salon's financial success? This is a really important question. If you don't have a bookkeeper, if it is you, I would suggest hiring someone to help you manage and track it. There's a lot of things that I was just ignoring about my business because I didn't want to look at the numbers. And there's a story that the numbers tell you about your business. Your financial success is told through the way you measure your numbers and the way you record your numbers. And your P&L statement says a lot about your business. Cash flow sheets say a lot about your business. But if you're not recording the numbers properly because you're afraid to look at them, there's going to be a major issue that is going to just explode on you. And so you have to make sure you're tracking all the numbers because they do tell a story. If you hire a really good accountant or a really good bookkeeper, they're going to be able to organize your numbers in a way that tell that story. And then you can make decisions based on real data. And the longer you put it off, the worse the problem gets. So have someone help you track your numbers, take a look at the numbers so you can really figure out what is the financial health of your business. You can't pay the rent with love, and you can't pay the rent with a desire to be a great hairstylist and a desire to be a great salon owner. You can only pay it with money. So you have to track the numbers. You have to take a look at the numbers. You have to take a look at the data, and you have to really take a look at the story those numbers are telling you, and then make decisions based on that. Number 11, what needs to be true about you as a leader and an owner to attract and build a high performing team? So I love this question. I love the question, like what needs to be true about you. And I actually got that from, I think definitely was Dan Martell. He says that a lot in his coaching calls. And it's something I ask myself, like, I can't do something. Well, what needs to be true about this situation in order for the outcome to be what I want? What needs to be true about me as a leader or a salon owner to attract the team that I need to grow my salon to a place where I have the financial stability that I want? And if you're not a good leader, be happy that you didn't track the team yet. Because if you attracted the right team at the wrong time, you don't have the leadership skills. Guess what's going to happen? They're probably going to leave your salon, and that's the last chance you'll ever have to work with that person again. So build the leadership skills. What needs to be true about you as a leader? Once you develop those skills and you have the language and you have the actions, you have the ability and capabilities of a good leader, the team will appear. You'll be able to attract them based on the word of mouth that your current team is saying about you. Because they all hang out with hairstylists. Typically, hairstylists hang out with other hairstylists. Accountants hang out with other accountants. Lawyers usually hang out with other lawyers. And so when they're hanging out with their friends they went to hair school with or they interact with, they're going to be talking about how amazing your salon is rather than what a shitty place it is to work. So that's what you want. You want to have people saying how great it is to work for you. And then that's going to inspire them to come work at your salon. And number 12, what's the one thing you're going to commit to, regardless of fear, that will have the greatest impact on your salon success and growth as a leader? I'll read that one again. What's the one thing you're going to commit to, regardless of fear, that will have the greatest impact on your salon success? That's what you have to do next. So out of all those questions above, 1 through 11, read them over, really take time, take a look at the answers, and then what do you have to commit to today? You have to commit to something. The one thing about people when they set these goals in the new year, they don't truly commit. Because I guarantee you, if you think about what you set out to do this year in 2024, you're not there. You're not at your ideal body weight. You haven't worked out every day. You probably didn't quit drinking. You probably didn't quit vaping. You probably didn't post on social media consistently. So you make all these promises to yourself January 1st or December 31st. But did you follow through? You're not committed. So in order to commit, you have to find something that really brings enough pain into your life that if you don't follow through on it, the pain is so great that you never want to face that. So I don't care what story you have to tell yourself in order to commit, tell it to yourself. But make a commitment today. Make a commitment to yourself, to your future self, that you're going to be proud of in a year from now, in 2 years from now, in 5 years from now. So when you're playing with your kids, you're not stressed about your salon. You're not worried about money. There's no bigger obstacle in your life than not being financially free and financially fit, other than health, obviously. Like, you got to be healthy. So make a promise to yourself to make good choices. If you have a drinking problem, quit drinking. If you vape too much, quit vaping. If you eat like shit, start eating healthier. So get the health in check first, because that's the most important thing. Then get your finances in check. You solve those two problems, a lot of things fall into place for you. But what's the one thing you commit to? Like, fear is not involved in this. Don't be afraid of failing. Time's going to go on anyway. Like, it's James, what is it right now? It's
12:33.
no. October 22nd, 23rd. It's the 23rd of October. You didn't commit to the things you promised yourself you were going to commit to in the beginning of the year. You still have a couple months left. You could finish the year strong. So you need to truly commit, and you can make a decision today to make that commitment to yourself. And if you don't, another year went by and you're going to make the same promises to yourself January 1st. And guess what? 2025 is going to come to an end and you're going to be like, oh shit, I'm still in the same position I was last year and the year before and the year before that. So if you're not always continuing to get at least 1% better every single day, you're going to stay in the same position you are right now. And you're going to have a very miserable life. I'm sorry. Like it's true though. Like the reason why people aren't happy with where they are is because they're not progressing. Like you have to keep on bettering yourself. And I don't care if it's in the salon industry, work on being a better mom, work on being a better dad, work on being a better owner, a better leader, a better stylist, a better whatever, a gardener. I don't give a shit. But having the feeling of fulfillment and the feeling of progress, going on a journey, becoming better, like it's awesome. So give your future self something to thank you for a decision you're going to make today. All right. So those are the 12 questions. If you guys want them, DM me the word 12 questions for a leader. I have a couple questions. I always use 12. I don't know why, but these are for more or less, these are for leaders in the salon industry, or if you're going to become an owner, ask yourself these questions. If you want them, DM me the word 12 leaders or 12 questions for a leader, and I'll send them over to you. I got 12 questions for your team too, but that we'll do that one on a different day. James, any questions? If you guys have questions in the comments, you could ask them right now.
Luxury Bride says hello from Richmond, Virginia. Then she also says you're amazing and you're 100% right.
Thank you,
Other
Luxury
than
Bride.
that, there is no questions
All right,
in
cool.
the chat.
Guys, if you're struggling with growing your salon and you're like, shit, like I want more, DM me the word grow. We'll get in a conversation. We'll see if things like this can help you grow. I have an amazing community. There's amazing people in the community. We support each other. We go live 3 times a week inside of the community, going high level on strategies to grow your marketing, grow your salon, grow your leadership, grow your finances, grow your team. And then we do a bunch of Q&As throughout the week. So if you guys are interested in that, DM me the word grow. I'd love to talk to you, see if it's a good fit for you. But other than that, head over to the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Nick Mirabella1. The link is on my website. So if you go to nickmirabella.com, go to the YouTube link, make sure you follow me there. We're going to start going live again every single day. I'm going to start posting the times. We're going to have like either maybe a consistent time at 3, a consistent time at 9 in the morning. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I plan
Don't
on
close
trying to
out
do
quite
it.
yet. We finally got some questions.
Oh, cool. Guys, drop the questions. Let me hear it.
Zara from the Jungle says, thank you so much for the words. San Diego says, hello. Kimby Beauty, everything about my salon is perfect except for leadership. I'm having a hard time deciding if I need to leave or not.
So you are a stylist there.
And the leadership is terrible. So.
Okay. Are you able to step in as the leader? And did you have a conversation yet with them about the leadership? So sometimes leaders don't even know. Like, here's the thing, and this works both ways, right? People, there's usually one of 3 reasons why people don't do things. They don't know they should be doing it. They don't know how to do it, or they're not motivated to do it. So your owner may not know what they should be doing. And so if you bring it to their attention, they're going to know they should be doing it now. So I have a series of questions that if you wanted to, I can send you and you could give them to your owner. You could fill them out. I have no problem doing that. But a lot of times owners, leadership is not an innate ability. And so they just might be flying by the seat of their pants. So have the conversation with them. Like, it's up to you to be a leader and then lead the owner. And I know that sucks. That's not what you signed up for. But if you want to really control the environment that you're in, then either you have to fix the environment that you're in or leave that environment. So it's a choice that you're making to stay in that salon and do nothing, or it's a choice you have to make and leave that salon and find a better leader. So if you truly love the person you're working for, then see if you could pour into them a little bit and let them know, what they're doing wrong, what they could do better, what you would like to see from them as a leader, and have that hard conversation. Typically, everything you want is on the other side of a difficult conversation, whether you're an owner or whether you are a stylist. And the faster you get comfortable with having these hard conversations, the faster you're going to create the environment that you truly thrive in.
She
James,
said she's a commission Go ahead.
Remember that. What timestamp was that? That was a good one, actually. We gotta remember that one.
22.
Cool. Somewhere around there. All right. So what was the question, Kim? What was
Kimberly, she said she is a commission stylist and used to be the salon manager, but had to quit being the manager because she hated being under their leadership.
So why didn't you leave then? Yeah, I think the decision, you might have to make a decision to be your own boss. See, owners out there thought that they were going to be better off as owners. That's why they opened their own salon. And if you're truly smarter than them and a better leader than them, it might be time for you to open your own location. But it doesn't mean you have to do all the things. If you're a really good leader and you're an amazing leader, an amazing manager, then you can still do hair behind the chair and then put people in place to run the salon for you. That's something that I truly passionate about. Like, if I love doing hair, I love leadership. So that's something I'm passionate about. But if you're not passionate about owning a salon and you're passionate about hair, then create an environment where you could just pour into doing hair every day and then have a team run the salon for you. And then all your worries go away. I know it seems like a lot of work, but it really isn't. If you have the systems in place and the process in check, then you hire the people to make sure they execute on the process. And then your salon runs really smooth and you're just doing hair all day, checking in with your management team and your leadership team once or twice a week, and you're good to go. You have zero stress that way. It's being run exactly the way you want it to run.
She said she's vocalized a lot of concerns and doesn't get a good response. I hate confronting them so much. I want to stay commissioned. I just want a better structure. I love the people I'm with and the location.
Yeah, it's like, I love my husband, but he's an alcoholic. He provides a good life for me, and every now and then he beats me. I know that's a little extreme, but like, you're just unhappy there. So if the I hate saying this to people, if they're falling short, then the thing you need to do is maybe open your own location and bring the team with you, because you're probably not the only one feeling this way. But if everyone were to sit down collectively and sit down for a team meeting and tell the owners, hey, you guys suck in this facet, maybe a little more gentle than that, and let them know, hey, all of us collectively aren't happy. Changes have to be made. Then they have to choose to make a change, or you're all going to walk out. This is really hard. You're in a really difficult spot here. But the best thing is, I'm guessing you're in America. It's not going to be that hard to open a business. It really isn't that complicated. But if you want to have freedom and you want to have peace at work, that might be the only choice for you. If you exhausted every mean already. But there's a guy named Chris Voss. Look him up. See, obviously, it's Chris Voss, Voss. He wrote a book called, James, look it up for me, Never Split the Difference, I think.
That's the book, yeah.
Yep. So Chris Voss is a master negotiator. I believe it was with the FBI. He was one of their lead negotiators. He has an amazing YouTube channel. Shout out to Chris Voss. He's probably not watching this, but share this clip if you are. Chris Voss, his shorts and his YouTube channel, his Instagram, will teach you strategies on how to speak to get what you want out of the leadership in your salon. So it's all about negotiating. So if you learn how to do sales properly and negotiate properly, you'll be able to get what you want from your leaders without them even knowing it. So you can give that a shot too. Any more questions, James?
Yeah. We have a couple people that want the questions.
All right, so DM me if you want those questions. See, I was just on your live and I wanted these questions you talked about.
Yeah, a couple people want the questions. And then luxury brides, what is your suggestion for being comfortable in front of the camera and be more visible?
Reps. I promise you, I hated being in front of the camera. I hated it. And the reason why, if you guys follow me for at least a little bit of time, I went live every day for like 2 months straight, every single day, just to get the reps in, right? James could even tell you, I would go and create videos on camera, feel really awkward, and then stop because someone would make fun of me, someone would leave a weird comment. And then I had to just say, fuck it. On the other side of that fear, and on the other side of me finally gonna get comfortable speaking on camera lies an amazing career. And I look at Gary Vee, I look at Alex Hormozi, I look at Cody Sanchez, I look at all these people. Gary is obviously older than me. Grant Cardone, another one. Bradley, he's older than me, but Alex and Cody are younger than me. They have a lot more money than me. And a lot of it's because of the attention that they get on social media and they grew their businesses. Obviously, both Alex and Layla and Cody are amazing. But you look at these people and you look at any kind of influencer, whether it's the Paul brothers, they put themselves out there. And so I'm not saying that you need to be on YouTube or you need to do that, but on the sheer fact that by you getting more attention, it will grow and scale your business and change your life dramatically. It's a fact. So I needed to do that in order to have the life that I wanted. And so I just had to get comfortable with it. And the story I told myself about me wasn't necessarily true. It was just my opinion of myself and my perspective from my harsh opinion of myself. I wasn't really good at speaking in public. I couldn't even speak to my team sometimes at team meetings because I was embarrassed. I had a hard time speaking in public to that level where I used to get anxiety for having team meetings with my salon. And then I said to myself, look at all these people doing great things with their life. They can all speak on camera. They all get over the fear of public speaking. And so in order for me to get over the fear of public speaking, I just had to go do it. So on the other side of that fear lies an amazing career. So just do it. You're never going to learn how to swim until you jump into the pool. You could watch all the videos you want. You could practice every stroke in the world, but it doesn't matter until you get into the pool. So just get in front of the camera. Go live every day. Go live with a friend. Film every day on your phone. Just do it. And eventually, you're going to get good at it. I promise you.
Nick also, before he goes live every day, he's jumping around. He's getting the blood flowing. He's getting the energy high. So he's ready.
Yeah, you got to control your state. If you really want to hack going live and get rid of the fear, work out every day. After your workout, you could do it dirty and sweaty. Doesn't really matter. But after your workout, if you want to hop in the shower, get done real quick, go live. Go live when the endorphins feel like they're at an all-time high. You got your adrenaline going and you just feel good. If you take care of your physical body and you feel good and you look good, that's half the battle right there. So, what's the story you're telling yourself about why you can't go live or be in front of the camera? And if it's something that you're upset with physically about yourself, then fix it. If it's something stupid, and tell yourself it's stupid and just get over it. But every person's imperfectly perfect. So I took speech class so I could speak better. That was something that I needed to do for myself because I can't articulate that great. I speak really fast. I have a lisp sometimes. It was how I was brought up. I had a grandmother who came from Puerto Rico, and she would speak not proper English, and then I learned English from her, and then I had a speech impediment. I was in speech class, and there's a lot of things of why I speak the way I do. So I was like, let me learn how to speak better. At 45 years old, I did that. So whatever it is that you're upset about, go fix it. And if it's really not that important, like if it's something stupid you're telling yourself, then don't worry about it. But there's people out there who are going to make fun of you regardless. Don't worry about those people. Just get on there and think of the value that you're going to add to the person that you're speaking to on the other side of that camera.
Okay, we got luxury brides. How to attract the right clients who value your artistry and pay what you deserve without ghosting you.
You mean like when you're asking what your prices are? I mean, is she a bridal artist, James?
Her name's Luxury Bride, so I'm
All right.
guessing.
Yeah. Here's what you need to do. I would every single day get a really good mannequin head, first off, with really good hair.
Yeah, she said yes.
Every single day, create an amazing bridal look and a tutorial. Every single day. Position yourself as the best person to do bridal hair in the world. And you do that by posting lives, by posting content. You have testimonials that are in your on your highlights on your Instagram page. Go on TikTok, go on YouTube, go on every single social media channel. Give instructional videos, give how-to videos, and then showcase every single bridal look. Take every single celebrity that's in the spotlight that there's a picture of with their bridal hair, and then you duplicate it. I promise you, you're going to be able to charge whatever you want because you're going to be the best. No one questions it when you're the best. No one goes into Hermes and questions a $10,000 pocketbook. No one questions the iPhone's price. They just buy it. So you have to make sure you're the best. You're so good they can't ignore you. And I would just showcase how good I am. So there's not even a question. Of course, I'm going to pay $5,000 for you to do my hair for my wedding. And if people can't afford it, then obviously that's not your client. So I would take a look at who your ideal clients are. I would hit them up. I would ask them what their frustrations are or what their frustrations were with getting a hair done for their wedding. And then I would solve those frustrations with your content or explain how you solve that with your content. And you won't have any more problems after that. Hope that was a good enough answer for you.
Yeah, she does bridal hair and makeup. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Love your positive energy. Hey, Nick.
Yeah, if you want to grow and scale that business, DM me. I have a couple brides in my program, and they're crushing it right now with the right marketing strategies, the right mindset strategies. Everything's belief. The one thing is, don't be nervous about asking for what you think that you're worth. It's not up to you to see the value in it. You know your value. The client may not see it. That's not your problem. That's theirs. They don't think they're valuable enough. They don't see enough value in themselves to pay $5,000 for an updo for their wedding. And that's fine. That's okay. That's cool. You don't have to own that. They have their feelings. You have your feelings. And you guys part ways.
Kelly Hair Dreams. If you're not in Nick's program, sign up.
Kelly, shout out to Kelly. Kelly's crushing up there in New York.
And yeah, that's all.
All right, beautiful guys. All right, I'm hopping on a call in about 10 minutes. If you want to catch this whole live from start to finish, it's going to be on the YouTube channel. Make sure you head over to the YouTube channel and start following me over there. James, anything else I want to add for today? Yes. If you want to be a guest on this show, you can call in, go live. You come to the studio if you want. I got plenty of cameras, plenty of lights, all kinds of shit going on here in the studio now. I want guests to come on. I want you to tell me about your journey. Tell me about your struggles. How did you overcome what you overcame? I don't care if you're a bridal artist. I don't care if you're a lash tech, a makeup artist, a barber, especially barbers. Like, where are you now in your career? What did you overcome? And it could just be anything. It could just be someone leaving a salon to open up a suite. There's no person that's too big, no person that's too small. Every person has a story. And if you could tell us your story and how you overcame something, or maybe you're going through something right now, and let's unpack it live, you're going to really help a lot of people out. And people in our industry, like, we're scared right now because everyone's talking about the bear market. and it's going down and no one wants to pay for hair anymore. That may or may not be true, but that's none of your business. Your business is to become the best version of yourself and then create beautiful hair, create beautiful people inside and out. And if you focus on that, you got nothing to worry about. So if you want to be a guest on the show, please DM me as well, and we'll work a time out where we can make that happen. All right, everyone, you're amazing. Stay beautiful.
Things real quick. HC3 fades. I say the word a lot when I'm speaking on camera. Got to fix that. And hair by Jessica Woods. Heck yeah, I agree with Kelly and Nick is the bomb.com. Sign up with him. Now you're missing out on Superman energy.
Jessica Woods, what's up, girl? Jessica fucking kills it. Like, you talk about being your authentic self on camera. Like, I love her shit. And plus her ambiance. Jess, I love what you do. Like, she lights a candle. Her suite, her salon, everything she does on the aesthetics end of it is phenomenal.
Send her in here. We need a woman's touch on the
She has to come in here. I got to get Dana in here too. If you scroll down my feed, Jessica, we did a segment on social media. Like, what if her social media went down today? She got hacked. Watch that video. It was awesome. She was one of the first podcasts we did. Shout out to Jessica Woods. All right, guys. I'll see you all later. Stay beautiful. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.